as you go.
Yeah, I can see it there. Usually if it gets into red, right?
Yep. Check, 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 check. Mike, check.
Mike, check 1, 2. Boomer Marshall, Joseph Brett, Spiegelberg Stadium, red leather, blue. Let's have some fun.
Hey, it's early in the year.
Let's have some fun. I love this thing. So they have these at Fred Meyer, right? Okay.
Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and our outstanding sponsors who make these live athletic streams possible for you fans to enjoy. Please support their businesses when you can, and you get a chance. Pop into any one of those businesses that you hear us read or give you on a commercial break tonight. When you pop in there, tell them thank you for supporting Table Rock Sports and high school athletics. I'm Joseph Brett, alongside my cameraman, as always, to my left, David Alvarez. And joining me in the booth tonight, getting back on the headset for the first time in a while, is Boomer Marshall. We welcome you to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week as we get set for this matchup between South Medford and Lake Oswego. Coverage today is brought to you by Table Rock Sports, Oregon's leading provider of live high school athletic streams, through our Lithia Superstore Game Center at TableRockSports.net. We welcome our home and visiting fans who are watching on today's broadcast. Joe Brett is our executive producer for tonight's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Big Table Rock Sports thank you to those of you who already have. If you're listening and watching on YouTube right now and you have not subscribed, find that red subscribe button, give it a click, and get notified when all games go live across the Table Rock Sports Network. Coming up here after a short break, it'll be the Abby's Pizza pregame show. With locations to serve you throughout Southern Oregon, make Abby's Pizza your first post-game stop with a menu that covers all your family favorites. Abby's is an Oregon post-game tradition since the 1970s. We'll see you after the game at Abby's. Coming up after a quick break, the Abby's pregame show here on TableRockSports.net.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, one giant Abby's Pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary Bacon Cheddar Pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the night here on TableRockSports.net. Lake Oswego coming to town to take on your South Medford Panthers in the opening game of the season for South here at Spiegelberg Stadium. It's one of 3 games that we got going for you today and tomorrow on the Table Rock Sports Network. We got Crater playing. You can catch them here on Table Rock Sports as well. And then Cascade Christian Vale tomorrow. That'll be probably the best game of the 3. That's going to be a back-and-forth matchup between 2 high-powered 2A, 3A schools there. And going to tune into that one and catch some of it. You can hear Jim McCoy on that broadcast tomorrow. But for now, we got Lake Oswego coming to town to take on South Medford. And Lake Oswego coming off a tough loss at the end of the year last year to West Lynn, 44-30 in the 6A Open State Championship game. They beat Central Catholic 33-24 to advance to that championship game where they lost to West Lynn. Coach's poll not quite out yet, but I'm pretty sure everybody's going to have this Lake Oswego team right there at the top at number 1. Boomer Marshall on the headset with me tonight, down on the sidelines early, getting some great insight on this Lake Oswego team. What'd you find out down there?
Well, first off, Joseph, it's great to be back with all the listeners here and all the viewers on Table Rock Sports, and appreciate the opportunity. It's great to be back here on Friday night. It's great to be a part of football. Sun's going down, the lights are on at Speak, so awesome to be here. As far as tonight's matchup goes, Coach Corey didn't mince his words. He's got a great group, right? A team that played in the state championship last year, one of the top teams in the state last year, and really they're just looking to build on what they'd, accomplished last year, and they're thinking state championship. Obviously it's a process for them, and I don't know if there's any coach that does a better job in the state of Oregon getting his kids ready to play year in and year out. So they've built a great program, one of the all-time best coaches in the history of the state of Oregon.
Yeah, eight state championship games in 33 years of coaching at Lake Oswego for Steve Corey. He's definitely built himself a program that is recognized across the country.
Absolutely.
He's got 8 or so Division I committed players that are on this team here that South Medford's going to face tonight, and I know you gathered some info on some of those guys as well.
Right. Well, as the Panthers take the field, you talk about LaMarcus Bell, who is the starting running back for Lake Oswego, is out tonight. Returning State Player of the Year. Headed to Utah on a full ride, is committed there. Got a chance to talk to him before the game tonight. Nothing structurally wrong with his hamstring, just a little sore. So Coach Corey going to keep him out tonight. But you talk about some other big-time players. They have 2 transfers from Mountainside High School. Josiah Agnamil, who's also a kid that grew up in Medford, played in Medford until the 8th grade and then moved up north and went to Mountainside last year. He's at Lake Oswego this year. He's a big play guy, 6'4", 205-pound receiver on the outside for the Lakers, along with tight end who came from Mountainside as well, Sam Villadell. And Sam is on his way to University of Washington on a full ride, 6'4", 240 pounds. Hudson Curlin will be the guy that leads the Lakers as the quarterback, 6'4", 225 pounds, and this dude can flat out spin it. And if you don't think, if you think Lake Oswego is all flash and everything else, you just watch out. Steve Corey will have his offensive line oiled up, ready to go. You're looking at guys that average 6'3", 250 pounds across the board. Depth. You're talking 8 guys over 250 pounds on that offensive line. And you know what? They're going to be rough and tumble. A lot of people might think of them as a team that wants to throw the ball because they have so much skill. But Steve Corey, when it gets down to it, he wants to be physical, get after you, and run the football. And so if I'm the Panthers, they got to answer that bell early and often tonight. If I shift gears and go to the Panthers, though, all eyes on McConnell Brown, the quarterback, the returning starter, a kid that is a great athlete, a great defensive player, and probably his calling at the next level will be that as a safety somewhere, small college, maybe even a little bit bigger as we get to the national anthem here. But all eyes are on Brown as the Panthers are ready to get set here tonight. At the end of August, and the national anthem playing in the background gets me a little emotional. So back at Spiegelberg Stadium, baby, this is freaking awesome. Oh. And I look forward to the matchup tonight.
We'll take a quick break. We'll recognize the Star-Spangled Banner, and we'll be right back. We'll talk a little bit more of South Medford and what they're going to bring to the table this season, and we'll be ready for kickoff here in just a few minutes. Back right after this.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
And we are back after the Star-Spangled Banner here at Spiegelberg Stadium. South Medford getting ready to take on what will probably beat open the season #1 in the state, Lake Oswego. And we'll throw it back to Boomer to talk a little bit of South Medford. You know, you got the insight in these guys. You ran through some camps this summer with them and got a good chance to see what they are bringing to the table this season.
Yeah, you talk about McConnell as the quarterback, kind of the catalyst. One thing that's kind of a question mark going into tonight is the offensive line for the Panthers. You have 5 new starters on the offensive line for the Panthers. So a little bit of growing is going to be done tonight. You're going to find out how to play 6A football in the trenches against a team that's pretty talented and has quite a bit of ballast and has a lot of substance within them as a program in Lake Oswego. So there's going to be some kids that are going to have to grow up fast. With that said, though, the Panthers do have 3 guys on that offensive line. Coach Singler mentions this in the Rogue Valley Times piece in the last couple of days. Issa De La Torre was a state champion heavyweight wrestler. And Shumack, I think another guy here, too, is
Pacheco?
Jetty.
Oh, yeah,
Jetty's a big time. He played a lot of defense last year. Maybe have to play a little offense this year. Get things going solidly on the offensive line. I think that the Panthers are going to be a little more aggressive throwing the football this year with McConnell. And you talk about guys like Elijah Baines is a new name. Big target, 6'4", 6'5", a split end that can go and make plays. And he's going to be pivotal on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball for the Panthers. And talk about Sammy Huxtable is back from an injury last year, didn't get to play. And I'd be remiss to say, not mention Brody Roberts as a guy on the defensive side of the ball that's going to make a lot of plays. His daddy was a heck of a football player here that came off the edge, Jason Roberts. Yeah. So having him, the Roberts connection, we called him Big Red back in the day. Brody Roberts show up and make some plays on the defensive side.
And then Kellen LaFay.
Oh, can't forget Kellen, man. He's special, right?
He's going to get his first big crack at running the helmet, running back. He had to play behind Bridger Foss last year. Foss went down there for a minute, and not that you want to see anyone ever get injured, but I was really excited for that moment for LaFay because he had some moments early in the season where he was able to get his hands on the football, and you could see the big-time playmaker that he was. And first opportunity he got the ball and broke one for 74 yards last year.
Absolutely.
Ended up leading the team with 1,125 yards and 12 touchdowns on 137 carries. And he didn't even play but half the time.
Panther fans remember the Black Tornado game, right? The first one, in the end of the conference season. And LaFay was really the guy that separated the Panthers. Let's see if he can build on that tonight as we're underway.
As the kickoff goes and in and out of the hands of, I think is that Huxtable?
Yeah, that's
Huxtable
Sammy.
There.
Or no. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry.
As he was able to pick it up and downed at about the 18-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will start their opening drive of the season against Lake Oswego. Let's see what the Panthers got in the bag for all of us fans here tonight. You know, like we've mentioned, they're a heavy run team year after year, but I last year I really wanted to see Brown be able to throw the ball a little bit more. He was a high percentage quarterback when he got the opportunity.
Yep.
So I'm looking to see them build off of that this year, and they open up the game with a pass there.
Ooh.
It's going to go for a few yards, about 4 on the play.
Looks like they had a little run-pass option there. They had a little unbalanced line, okay, and they were pulling their guard this way. Looks like maybe the improper read there by quarterback McConna as he threw the ball out there to the right flat, but the defense was there, able to respond, and it looks like they had something with that run game back here to the weak side. So see if Coach comes back to that.
Looked like he got across the 20 there.
Yeah, I think they ended up losing one with the spot at the 17. Is that right?
They did. Thought he picked up a few after he was hit there, and another throw here goes to Huxtable. It's caught, and he's brought down for maybe a gain of 1 back to the original line of scrimmage.
So a couple high percentage throws here for McConna. Get him into the flow of the game. I like that from Coach. We didn't get much, out of it. Brings up 3rd and long. But I think it's important that you get McConna that confidence early. Get him a couple completions. It's kind of like a guy, in basketball, see the ball go through the hoop. You go get a layup early, and you can kind of build out from there. Same thing here. Get a couple good completions, get some confidence up, and maybe open some things up for McConna, who also is a talented runner here on a 3rd and long situation.
That definitely has some legs. Led the team. And Brown, he's going to get hit in the backfield there. And it's going to be a loss of 4.
Yeah, Rowan Lewis, the senior for the Lakers on the sack there, did a great job of keeping his leverage outside. Didn't let McConna Brown break outside the pocket. It looked like the Panthers wanted to have like a little comeback route to the top of your screen there to the receiver. Well covered, and a great job of not letting Brown escape.
So the Panthers forced to punt away on their opening drive of the year. Kicking it is Thonstad.
Yeah, all-conference kicker last year, right?
Yeah, he's got
there you go.
Leg. Puts that one up in the air. It's taken at the 43.
Uh-oh.
Jalen Bauman across midfield all the way down across the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So if you're Lake-O,
28 yards on the return there.
Yeah, if you're Lake-O, kind of exactly how you drew it up. 3 and out, get the ball back, and out deep in Panthers territory. Defense did a great job. Then special teams right there. So special teams on the opening kickoff. Great coverage, pin him inside the 20, and then you get the 3 and out, and then special teams once again after a nice punt, but maybe either outkicked the coverage a little bit, gave Bauman the opportunity to gain that 28 yards and flip the field, where now Lake Oswego almost in the red zone. So
it's going to be Craig Well in the backfield. He is taking the place of Bell, not starting this evening, as Curlin drops back looking to pass, completes his first throw of the season down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, great little
gain of 13 on the play.
Great little design there by the Lakers. Little flood route out of a tight bunch formation. They had the running back going in the flat. That was the second level throw there by the senior Hudson Kurland. And good execution there from Lake Oswego. Panthers were in nice position, though, made the tackle. No gain after the no yak yards after the catch.
You mentioned where Kurland's going after this season. I forget where.
Yeah, I'm not positive where Kurland's going. I know there's two other guys as they run the fly sweep back to Bauman, and they got the edge.
Good block on the outside, but it's Huxtable able to track him down. If Huxtable didn't get there, the big man, Ethan Euchre, was out in front blocking there for Lake Oswego, and Huxtable, I think, kept him out of the end zone on that one.
Absolutely. Touchdown saving tackle there by Huxtable. But Lake Os doesn't stop the fact that Lake Oswego now inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. And 2 plays. And now inside the 10, back-to-back first downs for the Lakers. And good execution there on that little bunch formation. They ran motion away, the play before, and then they come back with motion, and then kind of that, yin-yang motion where you bring them one way, then bring them back on the fly sweep. Very nicely executed, and had a good blocking on the perimeter.
Kirtland under center, hands it off to Craigwell, who's going to get down to the 5. They spotted him just short of the first down marker on that last one, so this will get him 1st and goal now.
Oh, okay.
From the 5.
Yeah, that's Justin Craigwell. And you're saying, where's LaMarcus Bell? He's not playing tonight. Craigwell, though, as Coach Corey mentioned, very, very capable, very talented as a runner. 5'10", 205 pounds, and a load. And right on cue, McConnell Brown run through blitz and able to knock Craigwell down for a loss. Big play there on 1st and goal, and moves the Lakers backwards.
Yeah, Craigwell, as Coach put it, is part of he's half of the Thunder and Lightning duo.
Yeah, I would say that he's very much Thunder. If you've ever seen LaMarcus Bell run, he is he's like a showstopper. So not saying that Craigwell's not a showstopper, but he looks to be a downhill kind of guy, right?
He's a little bit more of the speed, and might not run through you the same, but pass here by Kurland, and into the end zone for the touchdown as he found Vidal.
Yeah, Vidal's the University of Washington commit. Transfer from Mountainside High School. Talked to Sam before the game as they ran just a little double slant look there. He was able to beat the Panthers inside on that slant. Can't give up that inside down there by the goal line. Got to take that away. And Vidal is able to get inside, position his body almost like a rebounder at 6'4", 230 pounds. Position himself well, able to catch the ball and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakers.
Lake Oswego on to attempt the extra point here. It's up and it is good. And the Lakers out to an early 7-0 lead here at Spiegelberg Stadium. And just like that, on cue, Lake Oswego doing what everybody probably thought they were going to do on offense. I don't think there's going to be many teams that are going to be able to stop them and the firepower that they have this season.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I got a chance to talk to a lot of the Lake Oswego kids. Great kids down there on the track. But as I was talking to a lot of them, I was finding myself sitting there thinking, like, this is kind of hard to believe. These dudes are big. I'm just telling you right now, like, South has some good-sized kids, okay? Lake Oswego looks like a small college team. I'm just telling you, size-wise. I'm a big guy, 6'3", big, broad shoulders. These dudes on the line are big. That guy that just caught that touchdown pass, he's quick looking, but he is 6'4", 240 pounds. Okay, there's a reason why he's going to University of Washington, and he just made that look real easy. And a great delivery, too, from Hudson Curlin, and great time up front by the Lakers on that great offensive line.
Elijah Ingram takes this kick from about the 8-yard line, across the 20, down to the 25. So a 17-yard gain on that return for the Panthers. And the offense back out onto the field. And you don't want to say they have to answer here, but if you want to keep up with Waco, you kind of have to answer now. Down 7-0,
absolutely.
You can almost expect Lake Oswego to score again on their next drive.
And I think it'd be important to come out and try to, let's get something established. Let's get a first down. Let's move the chains. Let's get something positive going. And I don't think the first drive was necessarily a poor one. They had a couple completions. It'd be nice to see if maybe get the running game going a little bit here with LaFay.
And going to be on the defense here. So it's going to go against the defense here.
Did they give a delay of games? Maybe it was lined up in the neutral zone. Is that?
It looked like it went on the corner on the far side.
Okay.
I didn't see what happened. I did see the official point to him and let him know something over here.
Did they bring in another DB? Maybe they have equipment malfunction or something maybe? That might have been it.
But a 5-yard penalty sets the Panthers up 1st and 5 here.
Big 78.
Ingram goes in motion. Handoff goes to LaFay. Breaks one tackle, but brought down at the 32-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Liam Tobin, the senior for the Lakers, on the play there, inside linebacker, did a great job. Lake Oswego will have this 3-man front, 78, and 78 being the nose. Big old 78 is Solomon Croker. I think is 6 foot. I think it was 6'6", 260. Looking at the program, I don't have the heights and weights, but in the 2 other D tackles, 54. Christensen was his Bill's yelling for timeout next to us. He doesn't like the formation, but
he gets the call down to the sidelines, and the Panthers going to take a timeout here. So we'll take one as well. We'll step away for a quick moment. Back right after this on Table Rock Sports with more South Medford Panthers football.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast.
It's crazy.
We welcome you back here on Table Rock Sports. Out of the timeout, South Medford facing a 2nd and 3, trying to get their first down of the season. Handoff goes to LaFay, makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to be, I think, right at the marker. They're going to give it to him. It'll be a Panthers first down. Good run there by LaFay. Picks up 3 yards on the play.
Old school power play there, Joseph.
Panthers now officially positive in the rushing game.
That's what we talked about. This drive, big focus has got to be get that first down. Obviously, Lake Oswego helped with the penalty, but the Panthers will take it however they can get it. Good execution there. They had the run game fit up pretty well there. See if the Panthers continue to go back to that. Good job there by the sniffer, the fullback, leading up through. Got the good kick-out block. Little fly motion here.
Goes to Ingram.
Got a chance.
Ingram makes another guy miss. Gets a block. Still on his feet and down to the, should be the 44 is where I had him. They're going to give it to him at the 43.
So pickup of 8,
He was
Joseph.
on his feet past the 43. Ball landed at the 44.
It's tough having to see that when we almost fell out of the booth.
I know, right?
It's like, I'll take your word for it kind of thing, right? But good run there by Elijah, right?
8 on the play for Ingram.
You might remember Elijah's brother, Gianni.
Yeah.
Johnny, he did a good job for the Panthers. Had some big plays last year on the road I think it was at South Salem, right?
It was,
like an 88-yarder touchdown. I think he set the record.
So Brown,
longest touchdown.
Brown now out of the shotgun. Sends Walters in motion. Handoff goes to LeFay again, and he gets down to the 50-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 7 and another Panthers first down.
Good job there by Hudson Curlin on the fake, on the fly sweep or the jet sweep, if you will. And a nice job by LeFay there hitting the hole. And that fly sweep was able to freeze those linebackers for just a second or maybe get them out of position. Good job of the linemen of South Medford getting up to the second level. And LeFay doing the rest with a little wiggle and a little vertical, man. He is quick and tough to bring down. Panthers back-to-back first downs here, huh? Got it moving. A little unbalanced line again.
So one receiver to each side here for the Panthers. Brown going to hand the ball off again. LeFay makes one man miss in the backfield, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one. No gain on the play.
Big old 54 junior Josh Christensen able to beat that right tackle right across his face.
And we got size over here.
Yep. Oh, yeah, De La Torre.
We got weight and over here. They got height and weight, though.
Yeah.
They're long-armed, tall, and heavy, and they can push you around on the line.
Yeah, no, nice job there at penetration by the Lakers. And although the Panthers here answering the bell, a couple first downs, after Lake Oswego looked pretty dominant there in the first series. So kind of weathering the storm here, so to say. And they're hanging in there.
This is the one part of South Medford's game that I really enjoy is if you can execute what Bill wants you to do down there, you can keep up with any of these really good teams. You got to execute on the run game, but if you can pick up the first downs, keep the ball moving downfield, you eat up so much time.
Absolutely.
You're taking away possessions from Lake Oswego right and left right now if you can just keep picking up first downs.
Absolutely. So this is a huge down right here, 2nd and 10, because what you want to do as a play caller, you're thinking about getting this in 3rd and manageable. You don't want it to be 3rd and 10 after this play. So if we can get 4 to 6 yards and get this in 3rd and 5 or 3rd and manageable, we're already at the 50, right? So you could be thinking, hey, we got 3 downs basically to get 10 yards. Try to get 3, 4, 5 yards here so you're in manageable on 3rd down and maybe a chance on 4th down.
Brown out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff.
Ooh, I like it.
Gets it to LeFay rolling out of the backfield, and if he could have broke that tackle, could have picked up another 5 or so yards. That would have been huge for the Panthers. The first down marker is at the 40. They get to the 47.
Yeah.
So they're going to have 3rd and 7 here to go. And even if you pick up that first down, you take off another 3 minutes of clock. You got Thonstad. He's got a big leg. That's 3 points for you right there. That's something not a lot of high school teams, even at the highest level, they don't have that leg that you get down to the 30-yard line,
right,
and you can bring them out and attempt to get 3 points. A lot of teams, you're down at the 15, maybe the 20, and trusting your kicker to come out and guarantee you some points on the board.
Timeout. That was a great play design on the last play, and they ended up getting 3. I think if LeFay stayed outside there, I think he could have got 3, 4, maybe even the first
come
down.
Back for the ball
and
there
he
a little
cut
bit,
back a little bit. I don't ever want to doubt a kid on the field. I just saw a lot of green grass up and away, you just kind of push on trying to get to the sideline there. Great play by Lake Oswego though in the open field, making that tackle right. So we picked up some. We're 3rd and 7 in here, so it's kind of one of those deals here now as the Panthers call another timeout. They sound like they're lined up wrong, but kind of getting in coach's brain here. If we can get 3 or 4, maybe it becomes 4th and manageable. So that's one thing that's got to be in the back of your head here is at 4-down territory. If you get past the 45, like you said though, you got a great punter. You could pin him deep, but what do we do here? We lay at McConnell in a run pass option kind of situation. Do we come back with a play that he just ran the last time, maybe the other way? Kind of that run pass option where we get him on on the edge. Both things to look at here. McConnell, though, did throw a strike there, has thrown the ball well, looks confident throwing the football, right?
He's 3 for 3.
Yeah, looks confident.
Hasn't thrown an incomplete pass, and that's what I was saying that I saw a lot of last year. High percentage. He's making the passes, completing them, and I'm really excited to see him build on that this year, and you can already see it. Bill trusting him a little bit more. And that one in and out of the hands of Huxtable there. And that should have been a Panthers first down.
Yeah, maybe a little behind. Tough play. Sammy's got to probably put on the brakes there, maybe try to secure it. Looks like he just reached back a little bit. Great pickup there by LaFay, though, on the blitz. I mean, Lake Oswego had a blitz. It was the perfect call and had him over the middle, maybe just a little behind. That's one the Panthers got to hit, and they'll look back on as one they want to hit.
See if we can pin him back deep here, and it's blocked.
They got it.
And it's going to go out of bounds at about, I'm going to say, the 49.
Vidal.
And he's going to get it to the 50.
Yeah, Sammy Vidal, the guy who scored the touchdown for the Lakers, the Washington commit, comes up big again. That 6'4", 240
busting through that line frame. And getting around. And
that dude is a player, man. First guy I saw when I walked in the stadium today was him. And I said, hey, do you guys know how to pronounce this kid's name? And it happened to be him. And he goes, yeah, I might have an idea. Great kid, right?
It was him that you asked?
Yeah, it's him that I asked, right? The next kid I asked was LaMarcus Bell. They were both standing right next to each other. So that's the Utah commit. So I know how to find talent, Joseph Brett.
As Curlin drops back, completes the pass here to Agnamel. Down to the 40, and he's going to pick up a Lake Oswego first down.
Can I tell you that was the third guy I talked to? No, Josiah, and there was. Josiah is a Medford kid. He grew up here until he was 14 years old. He lived and played in the South Medford Pop Warner program and knows these guys on the Panther team really, really well. Was at Mountainside High School last year and transferred to Lake Oswego this year, so.
Curious, did he go up there solely for the purpose of playing football?
Family, I believe,
just
moved.
He just said,
move? Yeah. Yep. I think it was a job thing.
This day and age, everybody's going wherever they can, and Curlin getting away with one. That should not have ended up as a touchdown as he fobbled the snap.
It is a touchdown.
And it is a touchdown. Curlin going for 40 yards there.
Just a little cue, counterplay, misdirection, fake it one way. I think Hudson Curlin was known for throwing the ball a little bit. He had another gear there, Joseph.
Yeah, he did.
And got in the open field, found the crease, and was able to cash it in. 43 yards later, Lakers up 13-0. Good execution by Lake Oswego. And think back to the special teams play so far. The opening kickoff, the punt return, and now the punt block, right?
And the kick is up and good. And Lake Oswego now up 14-0 as we still have 2:55 to go here in quarter number one. We'll step away. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Panthers going to come back out on offense, trailing by 14.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
We welcome you back here on Table Rock Sports. Lake Oswego scores on the 40-yard touchdown run by quarterback Hudson Curlin. Fobbled the snap, still found the end zone. Here's the kickoff. It's going to go to Ingram, who will always be the deep man for the Panthers this season. He's got some blockers trying to get around the outside. Crosses still on his feet. Gets to the 30-yard line, but a flag on the play. I think we're going to have a holding penalty go against South Medford. Man, that's not what they needed right there. It's thrown at the 25. It is a holding penalty on the Panthers.
Special teams, man. Lake O's been, we're not even through a quarter yet. Opening kickoff, Panthers had a little fumbled on the kickoff return, right? And then you talk about the punt return by Lake Oswego, and then punt block, right? And now they got a good return, but the holding. So special teams, I know it's early in the season, 0 week, right? Not something that a lot of teams with this new kind of model don't work on that much. So, got to shore that up if you're the Panthers.
And that holding penalty there on special teams, it's a tough one because it's a spot of foul penalty. Yep. So where do you commit the foul? They're marching you back 10 yards from there. That ends up being a 20-yard loss rather than
McConnell just by himself, man.
Lowers the shoulder there.
That was a double screen that the Panthers didn't have a receiver on the backside. And McConnell looked right. That was taken away on that side. He's looking back to his receiver, and Panthers didn't have anybody there.
8-yard
Nobody
pickup.
home. That's just all effort there by the senior Brown. Make a play. McConnell's got to be able to be pre-snap to see that the receiver's not there, right? He was looking for him, but nobody home. So got to get people lined up.
Good job of Brown to pick up 8 there, make it a manageable 2nd and 2 here. Fake, well, not quite a fake to Ingram, but they hand it to LeFay. Gets across the 25 down to the 27. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it's good for a Panther first down.
Yeah, the 3rd first down for the Panthers. So important, really important this drive to come back and answer again. You don't want to go 3 and out after Lake Oswego makes it a 2-touchdown score. So good job by the Panthers coming out, finding a way to get a first down, move the sticks. And, they've had some stuff going here. They're not that far off. They're hanging in there with LO. I mean, it's not just like a one play gone kind of thing. They're doing just fine. They just got to kind of find a balance point here and start putting things together.
Brown with LeFay in the backfield with him. Sends Huxtable, that is not Huxtable. That's
okay. Good catch.
Walters coming across in motion, and he ends up being on the receiving end of that pass by Brown and gets down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2.
They get 4, maybe?
3.
3. We're right in the middle, man. Dude, I'm telling you, bullseye.
They get 3 on the play. Brown now 4 of 5. Passing. Not very many yards for him.
I think he's got for like 12 yards, right? Maybe 10 yards?
7 total yards passing here. They lost 1 on 1 attempt. They throw it outside to LeFay.
All the way back.
Makes a few men miss. Switches hands with the ball. He's off to the races, trying to get around the outside. Crosses the 50 down to the 48-yard line. It's going to be a 22-23. They're going to spot it at the 47. Nope, it is the 48 as the FAR official moves over.
Yes.
Always trust yourself.
They had a little bunch formation there to the top of the screen, Joseph, and run a little toss play trying to get the edge. And what happens is Lake Oswego overruns it. LeFay does a great job of using his vision, able to cut the ball back and find out that Lake Oswego's over pursued. You get to the far sideline, you get a block out there, and got a big first down out across midfield into Lake Oswego territory and got something going.
So 38.1 on the clock here in the first quarter as the Panthers run that one out of bounds. It stops the clock. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
They got to get somebody on the ball.
Brown snaps it. You can hear Bill up here wanted a timeout. Brown still on his feet. He's going to get just shy of the 45 to the 44, or excuse me, the 46, and it's going to be a gain of 2 on the play, and I think the Panthers are going to let the clock run out here on the first quarter as Brown steps over to the sideline, takes his helmet off. Will step away after 1. It's Lake Oswego 14, South Medford 0. You're listening to Panther football here on TableRockSports.net. We'll be back, second quarter coverage coming your way right after this.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
We welcome you back here on Table Rock Sports. It's the Lithia Superstore game of the night. The Panthers now going to go from left to right here to start the second quarter. The ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 to go. Brown out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff.
Oh.
And tries to hit LaFay there, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it was just a little unsettled there with his feet. You know, when you make that read in that RPO game kind of, when you make it, you got to stick with it, you know.
And it looked like he threw it with the right foot out in front there as he was going to the left side and kind of want to.
Yeah, no, big thing when we
switch there.
Big thing when we throw to the left is we talk about dropping that anchor with our right foot.
Yep.
You know, being that drive foot, and so right there, you know, he had a little pressure at him, so it was kind of tough. It's a little discombobulated pocket there. The RPO is not always pretty. He's done a great job of it tonight so far.
I think if he plants that foot there, he takes a nice big hit too. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's protected himself.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 now. Brown drops back. Pressure coming. And he's going to get tripped up by number 54, Joseph Christensen. And it's going to be a loss of 10.
Yeah, Josh Christensen, the junior, has had a big game. You saw him earlier slant across the right tackle's face on a power play. Big-time sack there as he's able to get McConnell down by his shoestrings and force the Panthers to punt after they got a couple big first downs across midfield.
And Maffei, Thonstad gets that one away. Looked like he rushed that one after the last one got blocked. He looked a little quick on that one, trying to just get it away. Didn't take any extra steps or anything really, and came off the foot a little weird. And
tough to blame him, right? After you get the last one blocked, easy to look for the footsteps.
I mean, and it almost looked like they were going to get in there on that one too as well. They're quick off the line on the sides there.
And great length too, right? Special teams, we've talked about it. Speed and length
I think it
nightmare.
was. I want to say it was Liam Tobin, 34.
Yeah, 34, middle linebacker.
Outside. That's a big boy even from up here looking down. It's like.
Yeah. And there's no doubt about it.
And here we go.
Look out.
Craigwell makes another man miss. And he's all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And folks at home, I want you guys to know that that's their second running back. Okay, that dude just got through the hole,
49-yard pickup.
The second level in a hurry, and they have a running back, LaMarcus Bell, who's on his way to Utah, who's not even dressed tonight. So that's running back number 2, and that might be the best running back number 2, I don't know, at least in the state of Oregon, I'll tell you that. I bet a lot of teams around the state would like to have him as their guy that they hand the ball off to every time, right?
Right, yeah.
My goodness, that was some
definitely
explosion.
be nice. So you said, Bell,
yeah.
the Thunder.
Yeah.
You just saw the lightning.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. And LaMarcus Bell is 2 steps faster than that dude. I'm telling you, LaMarcus Bell is like 4'4" guy. And that dude is like, he just looked like he was 4'4". But I think that they usually call him the Thunder guy because he's 5'10", 205. He's a big dude. And, LaMarcus Bell a little taller and a little more slender. So that's usually their power dude.
And Bell's
the lightning, right?
All right.
But I mean, he looked like the lightning guy there, right? He's the thunder and the lightning, man.
He had some speed and some explosiveness there, and
he had some giddy up, right?
And the Panthers, I think they got lucky down there at the 16-yard line.
Ooh.
They didn't pick up a face mask as well. I saw the head kind of whip there and the hand come up. I thought I was going to see a flag fly, but that official was running, and this official was coming across, and I think he was still just on the backside there, and they might have missed that one. The Panthers getting lucky.
Uh-oh.
And jump there by South Medford.
It was either De La Torre or the left guard. That's a lot of beef down there. De La Torre, the state champion for the heavyweight, right? For the Panthers.
Great wrestler.
Great wrestler, right? Going against a big fella from Lake Oswego 78 is Solomon Croker, 6'6".
I've yet to ever watch De La Torre lose a match.
Yeah.
He's like Bridger Foss, who was here last year for
Bridger's
the Panthers.
unbelievable, right?
One of the greatest Panther wrestlers, to come into the program.
I'll say one of the greatest Panther football players too. I mean, he's that kind of good.
Got a chance not last year, but the year before. He wrestled the Japanese national team at the. Give me a second. Should know these things as a wrestling coach. Down to the 10 there, so it'll be a pickup of 6 on the play.
Junior Cameron Elijah on the catch, returner from last year. He's got a little wiggle too. I mean, Lake Oswego, everywhere you look, has a guy that can make plays in space, whether it's Vital or a running back like Craig Will or Hudson Curlin, the quarterback. It all starts with that offensive line up front, and they do a great job here at Lake Oswego of executing their offense.
And it was the Oregon Classic where Bridger got to wrestle that Japanese national team, one of a few Oregon high school elite wrestlers that got chosen to take on that task of wrestling them. And I'll tell you what, I was there. Those Japanese wrestlers they're something else.
Yeah.
I mean, they live it. They breathe it.
Right? Very professional.
I mean, they're in high school, and they are professional wrestlers.
Right.
You see them, they're ankle picking, and they're doing things that you will never see at the high school level here.
Right.
Ever. And Bridger,
it's such a part of their culture, right?
It is. And Bridger was the only person that was even able to put up a fight against those guys. We went, I think, 0-6 against them. Didn't get a win, but Bridger did get to go the distance in his, and it was something to watch,
Pretty special. He's a special kid, and he's wrestling now at Southern University.
Yep.
And, my former university where I got the chance to play football. And, by the way, the Raiders won last night big.
They
59.
Did. Simpson.
59-0. So congratulations to Coach
Simpson,
Burke Brown.
New
second year
school.
of football.
Second year there. Tough one for the Raiders next week.
Yeah, at
Western Oregon.
Oh, big run there by Craig
and
Will.
A 6-yard touchdown run by Craig Will.
There was the thunder, Joseph. There was the thunder, a little downhill, just a little zone play with a little wham block from that fullback. But Craig Will made contact about the 2-yard line, kept those legs driving, and able to plow in the end zone as Lake Oswego extends the lead. And great execution there by the Lakers offensively. So Panthers, they've been right there, Joseph. They've had a couple good things. They've got 5 first downs on offense. They're doing a lot of good things. But all of a sudden you look up and it's 21-0. And if you're the Panthers, it's back to the drawing board.
Yep, Waco putting some more points up on the board after the 49-yard run by Craigwell. He caps off the drive with a 6-yard touchdown run with 9:42 to go here in quarter number 2. And the Panthers trail 21-0. We'll step away for a moment, and we'll be right back with more Panther football right after this here on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And we welcome you back. Lithia Superstore game of the night as the kickoff from Lake Oswego sails into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers will start their drive from the 20-yard line here, trailing by 21.
Joseph, correct me, is college and NFL now the 25?
It is.
On touchbacks? Why in high school are we still at the 20?
I don't know. We moved the kick up, right?
Yeah, they're at the 40, right?
We moved it up, but we still haven't adjusted the touchback rule.
It's amazing to me. The NFL has it, college has it, high school, touchback 20.
Brown claps the hand, sends a man in motion. Huxtable throws it to the outside, and he's got his man Baines for the catch, and it's going to be a pickup of 9 on the play.
That's a great job there. Bill with a great call. Fake that jet sweep to the field. You have the big target in Baines. Reminds me of 2002, Joseph, me to Ryan Benson back in the day. A little speed out to the boundary. Able to pick up 9. You win on first down like that. Really opens up the playbook now on second down. So great execution there from the Panthers.
You were talking about Baines there in the pregame show. That's the first time we've seen him go to him. As this one goes to LaFay, he'll pick up the first down across the 30 down to about the 32.
Yeah, no, Elijah Baines he's a big dude. He's like 6'5", long arms, and could be a big-time player for the Panthers, that boundary receiver. Some of the best receivers that Panthers have ever had. Talking about Adrian Garcia. You want to talk about Ryan Benson. Let's see who else. Ryan Retzlaff, Matt Retzlaff. You're talking about Mitchell Singler. He played more to the field, but pretty special dudes play the boundary. You got to be a tough dude, a big dude, and it's Chase Cota. He's another one, right? So it's fun to watch it, right?
Brown sends LaFay in motion.
There we go. He got him back here. That's PI. No
call. He was wrapped around him before the ball got there. Looked like he had the right arm of Baines on that one, but no flag on the play, and it's going to be second down and 10 to go from the 32-yard line. We were just talking historic Panther receivers. Now LaFay, as we mentioned, like 1,100-something yards, 1,200 yards last year for the Panthers.
Yes.
Some other, he's following in the footsteps of Bridger Foss. We were talking Patrick Tebow, 289 yards in one game back in the day in 2009. Who's some other guys on your radar, just looking back at some Panther running backs that he's going to kind of step up and maybe have one of those seasons this year as he
there he
catches
goes
the ball
on cue, right?
On the outside, gets across the 35 to the 37.
Well, and that's what doesn't go noticed, as LaFay makes that catch at about the 30, makes a man miss, And he only maybe gets a few yards on the play, but it easily could have been a loss of 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's very shifty. Logan Boyd was a guy back in the day. He's a Medford cop now. That's Uncle Bill's, Bill is his uncle.
Yep.
That's Shelly's, Shelly Singler, or Shelly Boyd now. Her son, Andrus Reed, back in the day, kid that played at Oregon, played with me. He was dynamite out of the backfield. Danny Welcome was another guy, right? You remember Dan? He was dynamite. And Mario Sainez. I mean, just talking about those kind of guys, Panthers have had a lot of good running backs over the years. Jalen Parnell. Oh.
Great catch by Huxtable there on a terrific throw from Brown. From the 37 down to the 39.
Great job there by McConnor, right?
Yeah, 29.
Third and 7, right? He's rolling left against his, as a right-handed quarterback, always tough to roll left. Lake Oswego's going to know they're throwing the ball there. Sammy does a nice job of running a corner route.
And well defended, too.
Well defended. Great ball placement,
throw.
Right?
Yeah, great ball placement. Only where his receiver could catch the ball. He went up, made the grab, and a 29-yard pickup for the Panthers down to the 39. Again, Brown drops back. He's pressured. And he's going to lose the football. And a good job there by South Medford to come back up with it. It was Vidal.
Sammy Vidal, the University of Washington commit.
Credit to Panthers, Colin Brannon. Would you say that, Brannon?
Yep, that's it.
Pushing a guy aside there and giving the opportunity to South to hold on to possession, because they could have easily lost that one and gave Lake Oswego some great field to work with.
Yeah, Vidal, he is the best player on the field. Not close.
17-yard loss on the play there.
I mean, he's literally a man amongst boys. And not that these guys aren't out here battling and they're tough, but this dude has separated himself. The kicking game, offensively, now defensively.
Run to LaFay, gets around the outside.
Good job.
Back across the 50 and down to the 39.
Yeah, great run there by LaFay. He actually was able to get outside Vidal. Vidal, a little blown assignment there, but LaFay is very quick and sometimes can be deceptive with his speed. And Vidal lost his edge as he's down now, taking inventory maybe here of himself as LaFay kind of, jogs off the field as he favors his leg. So
15-yard pickup there. Yeah, he got brought down from behind, and you could kind of see he kind of popped a little bit before coming back down. Hopefully everything's all right with him, and he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Who's our backup guy there?
What's that? LaFay? Well, let's see. We got a couple of guys. I mean, it normally would be Wes Boyd. Wes Boyd, the senior, unfortunately out for at least the next 3 weeks. Might be Roberts. Yeah, Brody Roberts. That's who's in right now. We talked a little bit about Brody in the
delay.
What do we got? A delay, or is that a equipment?
Delay, I believe.
How much time do we got left, Joseph? I can't see that.
It's 5:40. That's a
5:40.
tough one
Okay,
from
so
this
you got
box.
a lot of time.
I'm usually really good about letting people know what's going on with the clock there. But
no, you're good. I just didn't want to lean out the box, man.
Yeah, you got to give one of those leans. And Brown looking for a man, and it's thrown and incomplete. A good catch by Baines here on the sideline. He went up and brought it as he was falling back down, but he was about 2 inches from keeping that foot.
Was he out of bounds? Wow. Yeah. Gosh, he's a big target too. So, Coach Singler talks a lot about not throwing the football out of bounds. So if he, had a chance to be in bounds, dang, must have been close. See, Elijah's a little bit frustrated at the top there of your screen, but went up and over top in 6'5" frame. He's going to be able to go up and make some of those plays this year for the Panthers.
Donstad to punt it away again. Gets it off. Oh, and a big hit. And the Panthers are going to come away with the football. It looked like, was that
Sammy? Sammy boy.
Like Huxtable came down with the ball as well. He was the first one on top of it. And the Panthers do. The Panthers come away with the football on a big hit. Oh, and I'm a little late. I'm a little late.
You're good. You can still hit it.
Oh, man. And I hit the wrong one there. I would love to see that one on replay. I'm still getting into, season form here as we're in game number 1. That's definitely one come week 2. I'm going to be quick to hit that replay button. That was a big hit, and he timed it up perfectly.
Yeah, no, it was almost like simultaneous when the ball hit him. He was able to make a clean, legal hit, too. A great job by Sammy not to lead with his head there, right?
Yeah.
You could see him kind of take him on with his shoulder. That's a big thing they talk about on USA Football, right?
Even a tough one
shoulder
these days
tackling teams.
You see a lot of guys lead with the shoulder, and they're still getting called for things.
Right.
It's really tough to really want to be aggressive.
Yes.
Sometimes, but he did a great job. And then to come away with the football himself and give it to the Panthers on the 8-yard line here. Brown going to give it to LaFay. LaFay through the middle. He's going to pick up some and get down to about the 4-yard line. So pick up a 4 there for the Panthers. And
Panthers need to capitalize on this, right? We've been talking about how Lake Oswego's kind of had the edge in the special teams game. Well, here's an opportunity. You get a turnover. Great job in the special teams by the Panthers executing, having guys down there. Sammy makes a great hit. Offensively here, got to punch this in, got to cash it in, right? Be right back in this football game. And one of those big splash plays, all of a sudden you look up and make it 21-7. Be huge right now, Joseph.
Yeah, this is a big one here for the Panthers. And I think we're going to have a time. Nope, we're going to just fix some equipment here. The officials coming in to give a hand to Jedi Robertson. Brown in the shotgun. Single back in the backfield is LaFay. They send a man in motion. And LaFay going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage and brought down at the 6. So it'll be a loss of 2 on the attempt.
Is that Tobin? Liam Tobin, that backside inside linebacker again, right? Running through that weak A gap. And I don't know what exactly kind of, what we were blocking there up front, but can't have that run-through backer on the backside, right? And that kind of will stop any run play you got. So
4:02 to go. The Panthers knocking on the door, looking for their first score of the year. Coming up will be the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Stay tuned at halftime for stats and updates brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Fall Activities Guide is out now with sports leagues, classes, and activities for all. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. Ingram goes in motion. Brown takes the snap, rolls out to his left, looking for a man.
Oh,
pass interference in the end zone.
No PI?
He's thrown down from the backside. No pass interference. Are you kidding me?
Whoa, a lot of contact there, Joseph. And
yeah, Baines had no opportunity to even try to make an attempt to catch that ball. And that's the third one, not passing it, but that's the third call I've seen in this game that could have been big for either team that has been missed. I got a face mask down here, and 2 now pass interference calls that the Panthers should have gotten.
We not have 11 on the field.
Thonstad on to put some points on the board
11.
for the Panthers.
They're in the wrong formation. Here we go.
Here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. They put up 3 after the hit by Huxtable and the recovery by Huxtable on the punt by South Medford. Gave them terrific field to work with starting at the 8-yard line. The Panthers not able to capitalize with a touchdown, but they do put their first points of the year on the board, and they trail now by 18 with 3:28 to go here in the second quarter. They're going to need to get a stop here. They can't afford to let Lake Oswego score again before we go into the break. As we mentioned, the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report coming up. We'd like to thank all our sponsors for making tonight's coverage possible, including the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. Our title sponsor is Lithia Superstore. and before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros supports the communities that support them. And for over 30 years, there is no better place after the game than Abby's Pizza. Make new memories at Abby's. This one taken deep by Gasperson.
Man, that was a big-time hit there by the Panthers. Number 47, Gabriel Knotts, running down on the kickoff team, blew somebody up. Didn't end up making the tackle, but love to see that kind of physicality on the kickoff team there by the Panthers. So, maybe get something going. They got on the board. Obviously, they would have liked a touchdown, but it's good to get on the board after that turnover and see if they get some momentum, maybe get a stop here defensively, right?
Yeah, try to get the ball back here before the end of the half and put up a few more points. We talked about Laco probably going to open up the season number 1.
Top 3.
I seen some things, SI Max Preps looking around. They all have Laco as number 2.
Yeah.
And they have West Lynn up there in front of them, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. I think Coach's poll that's going to come out first, and it's going to have Laco up there at the top. Here's a pass deep, and it's going to be incomplete. And that one almost could have been a flag, too. Didn't really affect the play a whole lot, but he gave him a little shove there in the back. And
yeah. Overall, though, pretty good coverage there, right?
Yeah.
By Huxtable. He's the guy that's responsible for the big hit on the punt return. So good job there by Sammy and good coverage. I see Lake Oswego taking a shot down the field there to Agnamo, the transfer from Mountainside, formerly from Medford, a Medford kid, right?
Only their first incomplete pass. They're 4 for 5 now. And as I was mentioning, we talk about Laco, number 1, number 2. The Panthers, they're right there in the mix. A lot of places have them like 14, 15 range to open up the season. So don't count these Panthers out for any reason. And another run here by Curlin. And he gets down across the 40.
Yeah, he's a pretty talented runner in the open field too, Joseph.
Yeah.
I thought of him more as a kind of a drop back guy, but he's not afraid to go mix it up out there, huh?
18 yards on the carry there for Curlin. Picks up a first down, keeps the clock running, 2:56 to go here in the second.
As the LO will kind of go to the no-huddle look, here. Great opportunity to practice a little 2-minute offense. And
handoff.
Uh-oh.
And
flag.
A flag flies. Another flag flies as Craigswell ran out of bounds at the at the 31. But this one, pretty sure, coming back.
Yeah, right in the area of holding.
Yeah, the first one right in the area of holding. I'm not sure on the second one.
Is there a second one down there?
Yeah,
I didn't see the second
one down here at the 48.
Maybe twice.
Yep, holding.
Well, I think the Panthers are going to take the one that's in the backfield.
Yeah, I think so, too.
So that's going to put LO in first in California, right?
Yep, first and 20 now for the Lakers. And it's going to be from the 32-yard line.
So here I'm looking, if I'm Lake Oswego, end of the half here, a little 2-minute offense. Be leery of the screen, okay? Haven't seen one yet, right? A little passing situation, something here. So
Curlin drops back from under center. Rolls out to his right, looking to throw. Has a man, and it's caught. What a throw.
Wow.
And it's caught by Jalen Bauman.
No flags.
For the 68-yard touchdown.
Holy Toledo. Hudson Curlin off his back foot.
That was
gunslinger.
An amazing throw right there for the 68-yard touchdown to, who did we say that was? Jalen Bauman.
Yeah, Jalen Bauman, the senior. And we talked a little bit, this receiving core is unbelievable with Bauman. Okay, you talk about Vidal, you talk about Josiah Agnamo, you talk about who was the other kid that caught the ball? The Cash kid, right? Was it Cash? No. Yeah. No, where was he? Yeah. Anyways, they've got about 7 receivers down there that they can take the top off the defense with, and able to do it again there. So Lake Oswego, big-time play on 1st and 20, end of the half.
I just can't
Bad
believe.
mistake there by the Panthers, though, to let him behind,
did
right?
He set the back foot?
No, he's completely off the back foot.
I was going to say he was moving, right? He was still going backwards?
That was about a 55-yard flick of the wrist. And showed some real arm talent there as one of those terms that the Manning brothers love, little arm talent.
Right.
There is that flick of the wrist, 55 yards, and then, Bauman able to do the rest, right?
And good job by Bauman. That ball was over the top of his head, and he's kind of going to the right, across to the right side of the field there, and the far side, and kind of adjusted and turned back towards the south end zone and made the grab, and he was off to the races. There's a lot of speed on this Lake O team. We talk about the size, but these guys are quick.
Yeah. Lake Oswego now 4 touchdowns. Vidal, 5-yard touchdown. Hudson Curlin, 43-yard run. Justin Craigwell, 6-yard run, and now Bauman was at 68 yards on the touchdown.
68 yards on the touchdown.
Yeah. So those are the 4 scores, and the Panthers with the lone field goal.
Ingram again takes it from the 2.
Oh.
Hit at the 20. Gets out to the 21. Today's game also brought to you in part by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events, and also by Hart Insurance, providing personal and business coverage in Grants Pass and in Medford. That is Hart Insurance. And let's not forget about Rogue Credit Union and all that they do for Medford athletics. They're at it again this year with the North and South Medford Touchdown Club. Table Rock Sports excited to be partnering with them once again for the Touchdown Club. Rogue Credit Union will donate $10 for every Black Tornado and Panther touchdown scored this year. The proceeds go back to the school's athletic departments. Handoff here goes to Huxtable, tries to get around the outside, hit just about the line of scrimmage in the backfield.
Yeah, great job there by Lake Oswego stringing that out. Perimeter run, that jet
got
sweep.
Some of that baseball vibe going from the speakers here at Spiegelberg right now.
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on?
Feel like I'm at a baseball game, but it's definitely football.
Yeah, was that like charge, something like that? What is that?
Yeah, usually the old baseball theme music there outside of the 7th inning stretch, and
right.
You used to hear the old organs playing. You used to hear the old organs going. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 after the loss of 3. An incomplete pass here.
Yeah, McConnell just didn't have his feet underneath him there. Kind of had a little pressure in his face. Well, off the back foot. Got to get back to his fundamentals on that throw. Step and follow through, and all the little things make a big difference. So he's had a pretty good half throwing the football right there. Ball just got away from him a little high release, and
7 of 10
feet were not underneath him.
7 of 10 for 50 yards here in the first half so far.
He looks good throwing the ball, though. For the most part, he looks comfortable. And I think the Panthers can build on that, This is a game that, you're playing against one of the top teams in the state. So, going in, it's not going to be easy, but I think there's things you can take away from it. If they got the screen here, they got the blitz on. Don't take that.
No.
It looked like a safety.
I don't know if he was down.
Oh, no, he was trying to wait for it to come open, and Lake Oswego done a good job of, it seemed like it's the old technique we talk about, kissing the back. Joseph, that linebacker, did a good job of kissing the back, and South had the screen called. It was a great call because Lake Oswego was all-out blitz, right? It just didn't seem like the running back got out there fast enough. And McConnell didn't really have the ball to throw it. Held on to it just a little bit too long there. And as the white hat signaled, safety there. So Lake Oswego, 2 more on the board, and we'll get the ball back. Yeah, the running back got caught up in traffic there, Joseph. You know, that's one thing, and I have the ability to have not Coach Singler just sitting in the box next to me, but I got Coach Singler's voice in my head all the time, right? So I can probably tell you right now, he's talking about him getting out. You can't get caught in there. You can't get trapped. And you got to take that positive release outside. And when you get caught in there, you leave the quarterback kind of in no man's land. So Panthers are going to have a free kick now from the 20. In Lake Oswego here. How much time left there, Joseph?
121, I believe.
121, so they'll get the ball back and a chance to go add to their lead.
And Lakeo very well could add to those totals that they've already put up. We'd like to thank Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less here in Southern Oregon for over 30 years of sponsorship now with Table Rock Sports. Great community partners. If you shop at Sherm's, they will save you money.
Uh-oh.
Here's Bauman,
keep going back.
He caught that last touchdown pass. That's not the run you want.
I don't think Coach Corey is going to be too pleased with that one.
Yeah. He did have that last touchdown, though. So
he did. That was a heck of a catch, too.
Coach is going, hey, you're doing good things here, but, we can't do this here.
Right.
Running backwards is never encouraged in the game of football. I mean.
Right.
Doesn't work out at a very high rate.
Right. No, and then I also wanted to say Liam Tobin was the linebacker responsible for Lake Oswego on the sack, on the safety. So great job by the senior. We've called his name a lot, right?
He got the block punt.
Yeah. Liam Tobin has been all over the field today.
He didn't have the block punt, but he was coming in on that next one.
He made a couple plays,
He forced the quick punt from
Here's a little drive route. Ooh.
Hey, ball's loose.
Oh.
Lakeo able to fall back on it at the 25-yard line.
Jetty.
Loss of 3 on the play.
The senior, Jetty Robertson, got home, baby. Got home, strip sack. Panthers unable to get on top of it. Had a shot at it, I think, did De La Torre. But nice move there on the defensive line. No, it's a passing situation, so great job by the Panthers to come away with the sack.
Curlin drops back, looking to pass, has a man across the middle. Ooh, in and out of the hands of Cameron Elijah. And he had some running room, too. He was probably getting across the 50 on that one.
You ever heard the term dancing before the music starts,
oh, yeah.
Joseph? I think he had visions of grandeur. He was seeing all that green grass you were talking about in front of him and unable to complete the catch because his eyes are
that south backfield was moving in these directions, and it was opening up across the middle there.
Right, that's the one you get worried about as a defensive coach, that deep in route, because you just continue on down the sideline and it just kind of opens
ending up across the 50, down to the 40, hitting the sideline. And again, Curlin going to drop back, looking to pass. Another good throw. Oh, my God, it's caught.
Wow. Josiah.
Wow.
Agnamel.
Are you kidding me?
One-handed.
From the 28 to the 26.
Yeah, do that math real quick, Joe Britt. Back at home.
45, 46, 47.
Yeah, you got 22, 26, right?
40. Yeah. Whew. 44?
48.
48?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Man.
Or they got him again. Oh, Curlin just threw that one a little too far. But like I said before, Josiah is a kid that grew up in Medford. He lived here his whole life till the 8th grade, and then they moved up north and played for the Panthers in Pop Warner, as he's going to take a break over on the South Medford sideline. I don't think you can actually do that. I don't think you can. I'm not sure of that rule. I got to ask Mr. Campbell about that rule. Here's
Curlin again, looking to throw, and it's overthrown into the back of the end zone. 9.5 to go, 3rd and 10 for the Lakers. And they're looking to score.
Absolutely. And also the kicking game, too. Great opportunity for Lake Oswego. I'm pretty sure they have a couple timeouts left. So they could run the ball here have a timeout, maybe try to get the ball either the middle of the field or whatever hash their kicker
I'm going to take a timeout now.
I mean, don't put it past them. They're probably trying to score a touchdown too.
Right.
But just in case. Great end of half kind of scenario here for South and Lake Oswego.
Yeah,
great opportunity.
I want to look at this catch from Agnamel again.
Whew.
We're gonna check it out here.
It's one-handed, dude. I think. I believe it is. You got to really pause that thing when it gets close.
Drops
watch
back.
This flick
he
of the
throws
wrist.
it from the 15.
Yeah.
Caught at just about the 30.
Yeah.
One-handed too.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, 35.
On the sideline.
That's 20. That's 55, and I'm telling you, from the middle of the field to the sideline, that's about a 65-yard throw.
Yeah.
Just so you know. A minimum. It might be like 67, 68. That's how
coming
far
back
that ball.
across to the sideline,
Yeah, so from the middle of the field, it traveled 35 and another 20. That's 55, okay? So then you want to add from the middle of the field to the sideline. You're talking about another 20 yards or so maybe. So, I mean, you're getting close to 70. I mean, in a high school game. That's a big-time arm, man. Big-time arm.
And it looks effortless.
Oh, he does. He makes it look really effortless.
It looks effortless. So 9.5 to go coming out of the timeout for Laco. Curlin drops back again, looking to throw. Has a man.
It was in his hands,
just
right?
Out of reach, I think, for Mac Ryan. It's either Mac Ryan or it's Summit Savitash.
Savitash. No. Is that it? Yeah.
It was. I can't tell if it's 8 or 9.
It might be 8. That'd be Mac Ryan. Yeah. Is it 4th down, Joseph?
It is now 4th down for Laco.
Okay. So
with
put it down
4.1.
Put it down at about the 33, so that'd be a 43-yard field goal.
Yep. 43-yard try here now. And the kicker is number 3, Hudson Gasperson. The kick is up.
It's got enough.
And it is good by quite a few. That would have been good from 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
A good kick by Gasperson. Adds another 3 there.
What a great execution there by the Lakers
with
to get the field
0.7 to go.
Is there 0.7 to go? Wow.
0.7 to go. A field goal by Gasperson, and it's a 30-point ball game here. I hate to say it, but might end up seeing that old running clock come out here in half number 2. As the
Threes
Panthers
are wild, huh?
Trail by 30. We welcome back now Lippert's Carpet 1 of Medford and Grants Pass to the Table Rock Sports team. State Farm agent Roy World of Medford and Crater Car Wash in the Rogue Valley. We thank you for partnering with Table Rock Sports again here in 2025. 3 great additions to our sponsor roster. Give them a big thank you if you pop into any one of their locations. And, of course, as always, longtime sponsors. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass. It feels like it's been 50 years of them sponsoring high school athletics as well. Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home vehicle or business needs. They're locally owned and family run. Bill's Glass supports our schools and our communities. As the horn sounds here on the first half, it's Lake Oswego 33, South Medford 3. The Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll step away here from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with some stats and talk about how that first half went right after this.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes, parents, community members, anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes, people like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, 1 giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value, toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary bacon cheddar pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Since 1957, Southern Oregonians have made Lippert's their go-to choice for quality floor coverings. And the reason just might be our 5-diamond service. Southern Oregon's largest inventory of hardwood, waterproof vinyl, carpet, and tile. Experienced professional installation with a lifetime guarantee. Carpet One certified flooring consultants. Free in-home design service. Our beautiful guarantee with no questions asked on product and installation. 5 great reasons to make your next floor covering experience a great one at both Lippert's locations.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
We welcome you back. It's the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report here on TableRockSports.net. At the break, it's Lake Oswego 33, South Medford 3. A tough opening game for the Panthers here at Spiegelberg Stadium. Last year's runner-up, Lake Oswego. They're eyeing a state title this year. They're going to have some competition, though. Westland going to be up there, who they lost to in the state championship game last year. And then another one who South Medford has to play next week with another big group of D1 recruits, a bunch of Oregon guys, and that's going to be Willamette. The Panthers going to play them next week, and that's going to be a tough one as well. But these tough games only going to gear up South Medford for the Southwest Conference play and get the wheels turning for them. They trail here by 30 at the break. We'll go over some first half stats. Minus 96. So for the Panthers, they are 7 of 10 for 50 yards in the air. No touchdowns in the first half. Rushing, 14 attempts for 73 yards. A couple of bigger losses there in the first half. They had a loss of 10 at one point and a loss of 17. So they're looking at a total of 90 6 yards of total offense there in the first half. Not the start the Panthers wanted, but it's game one. You got a tough opponent in Lake Oswego. And if you're South Medford, you're just looking to have a good, solid second half here. Try to keep the scoring down for the Lakers and put some points on the board and get the offense rolling a little bit before you face Willamette next week. For Lake Oswego, they are 6 of 10 for 155 yards in the air and 2 touchdowns. Their first one, with 7:29 to go in the first, was a 7-yard touchdown pass to Sam Vidal. Their second one came on a 68-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Bauman. Rushing 6 attempts for 129 yards, 284 total yards of offense for the Lakers in the first half. And the Panthers down by 30 here on opening night at Spiegelberg Stadium. We've got about 3 minutes till the clock runs out here, and I'm pretty sure they're going to put up another 3, so about 6 minutes until we get the third quarter underway. We'll step away here from some more of our sponsors, and we'll be back here on Table Rock Sports with more of your Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. Back right after this.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
parents, and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail,
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
because the hard truth is,
no ref, no game. Play ball.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you. Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
We welcome you back. Let the Superstore game of the night here on Table Rock Sports. Tonstead to kick it away to open up the third quarter. The Lakers will start the half with the ball. It's taken by Bauman from the 10-yard line, and he's tied up at the 20 where he's brought down, and that's where Lake Oswego will start their drive from to open up the second half of play. Good job there by the Panthers special team to get downfield. They only gave up 10 yards on the return to Bauman. And Curlin and company back out on the field. I wonder how long some of these starters are going to stay in the ball game for Lake Oswego. Maybe give them a little bit of a breather and let some of those other guys get a little bit of time and get some reps in. They send a man out. That's Bauman. Curlin from the shotgun drops back, looking to pass. And not a good throw, but hit as he let it go. And it's going to be incomplete. And,
Joseph, I found a way you can shut me up. Just make me walk up and down those stairs a couple more times, right? Holy Chicago. I need a backup. My goodness.
It is a march up here into the box at Spiegelberg Stadium as Curlin hits Vidal, and he's down across the 45 to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup there on the play.
Yeah, great little tunnel screen there for Vidal. Nice touch pass there from Kurland and got the line out in front.
Well, 6 of 10, 155 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half in the air for Kurland and company. They open up with that one after the first attempt for 27 yards. Now they got it 1st and 10, and a handoff goes to Craigwell. And he's going to pick up 6.
Yeah, great design there by Lake Oswego. Bring him in motion one way, come back the other way. Remember the second play of the game they ran that, they handed it off. This time they faked it, had a little inside zone play, and able to pick up some good yardage on first down.
Yeah, you weren't up here, but the Panthers, they had 27 yards in some lost yardage plays there. 123, but if you take away that, they had 96 total yards of offense there in the first half. 10 first downs, that's a good sign for them. That one up in the air, and Huxtable not able to get to it. Lako, though, 155 in the air and 129 on the ground in 6 attempts. 284 total yards of offense for the Lakers in the first half, and 4 touchdowns, a safety, and a field goal.
They kind of touched all the bases there, huh?
They kind of did.
Besides like a 2-point conversion, right? I mean, they had the safety.
I thought we were probably going to see that there when they were up 21 or so points. I was like, all right, let's see if they pull it out, just get the work in.
Right.
You know, maybe they need to do it at some point in the year, and haven't seen it yet, but.
Also good to save him too, right?
Yeah. Huxtable handoff here. Or excuse me, Kurland handoff. Craigwell, and a good job by the Panthers to contain him. It's going to be pickup of 4 and good for a first down.
Yeah, De La Torre had a shot there in the backfield on him. A great run, though, by Craigwell to be able to break the tackle of the heavyweight state champion wrestler. Looks like he had him corralled, but Craigwell with the second effort, yards after contact. Great run there by the senior running back, by Mr. Thunder.
Kurland drops back, pressured, throws on the run, has a man across the middle, and that's Sawyer Best. Haven't called his name out at all tonight, but he makes a good grab, and we're going to go 5, 10, 15 on the play.
Did I mention the term arm talent in the first half with this Hudson Kurland? That was another one off his back foot. Had pressure in his face off the edge by the Panthers.
Yeah, it was Eduardo Benuelos.
Yeah.
Coming off the edge there, trying to track him down. Or maybe that was Keegan Thonstad, 70. Yeah. It was Thonstad that was putting the pressure on. Gaggle of Panther defenders coming together to take down Craigwell there. They'll mark it for a gain of 7.
Yeah, really good pursuit there by the Panthers. Seemed once again to have him in the corral, and then Craigwell has that innate ability to escape that first tackler. Makes the first man miss, able to pick up 5 or 6 more yards after
contact. You make that first guy miss, and then you're getting 5, 6 after that. If you got a guy who can, at a high rate, make that first guy miss, which Lako's got a couple of them, it's going to work in your favor. Handoff goes to Bauman, and they're going to mark him down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, I thought Lake Oswego got away with maybe an illegal shift there. It looked like their running back was moving towards the line of scrimmage as the ball was snapped. Got away with it, but good defense there by the Panthers to stop that rush and get some penetration to make the tackle.
So we're going to have 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, no.
And did we jump there?
About 4 of us did.
Yeah. I saw Thonstad trying to get back across, and that's going to give them the first down.
Yeah, one of those things where Lake Oswego so far has been the better football team on the field. So you got to take care of all those little things. Can't have those mental mistakes like jumping off sides if you're the Panthers. Some things they can clean up as they move forward.
A penalty from Lake Oswego other than the holding?
No. They had 2 holdings on one
play.
But other than that, no, it's been penalty-free. There have been a couple of questionable pass interferences that maybe didn't go.
But no calls.
But no call either way. South had one on defense and a couple on offense. And still, they've been consistent in not throwing the flags on those.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 16.
Oh, yeah, that's
Curlin,
a beautiful
the pass goes up, and it is.
Got it. Replay that. Yeah, he got that foot in.
That's going to be a 16-yard touchdown for Josiah Agnamel. How do you defend some of these guys? And with the ball placement, too. It's not just the receivers going up and doing something spectacular. It's the ball placement from Curlin.
When we show this review, I want to just walk you through it at home. And I want to show you the pre-snap read here by the quarterback. Okay, you got the slot receiver. Okay, he's in the slot. You can see the corner come down on him. He's pressed man to man on the outside. So I know right now if he's running the corner route, I got a man. I'm going to throw it to that back pylon early before he's out of his break. Quarterback does a great job of that. And then after that, it's a great job by Josiah being able to go up, high point the football, get that foot in bounds, and complete the catch for another Laker touchdown. But that is textbook football 101 right there, and that's just guys making plays in space.
With 6:56 to go here in the third, Lake Oswego makes it a 37-point ball game on the touchdown pass from Curlin to Agnamel.
And really, Joseph, it wasn't bad defense by the Panthers. They were a great position, but sometimes you just go up and guy just makes a play. It's a jump ball scenario. And Lake Oswego has a lot of big-time players in those scenarios that can go up and get that job done.
And good placement, like you were saying. You press man-to-man there. You're thinking back pylon. The cornerback was thinking the same thing as well, I think.
It has to be,
he was moving to that back pylon, and Curlin kind of threw it to the middle part of the edge of the end zone there, where only his receiver could see that he was kind of doing that. And
absolutely, Joseph.
Good ball placement.
Great point. And here's the thing as a quarterback, I'm going to put it in a place where my guy can get it and not a place where their guy can get it, right? And so he does a great job of knowing who he's throwing to and then putting those guys in positions to be successful. But I know that one means something to Josiah being back at home.
Right.
Pretty cool for him. So,
folks, discover the vibrant lifestyle at Twin Creeks Retirement in Central Point. Enjoy spacious apartments, gourmet dining, and enriching activities in a welcoming community. Learn more. Visit TwinCreeksRetirement.com. So we've got Brown in the shotgun, LaFay in the backfield. Fake the handoff, drop back, pass, and incomplete, intended for Elijah Baines.
Yeah, no, good execution. They're offensively and defensively. Ball was kind of up in the air there, hung for a second. But a nice play there by number 3, Hudson Gasperson, the guy who also had the field goal for the Lakers. Also the defensive back there. But it looks like they might be maybe ready for that double move with Elijah Bain on that out and up, because Gasperson's been, that's the third time he's seen it. He's getting a little bit closer every time on the breakup, right, Joseph?
Yeah. So now 2nd and 10 from the 20. Screen pass goes to Huxtable. Good blocking. Hole opens up for him. He's going to get across the 30 down to the 33, and it'll be good for a Panther first down.
Good move by Sammy, right? Yeah. Evade that first defender, and then able to get vertical north and south.
Good spaced blocking, too, by the Panthers. They're pushing guys outside and pushing the guys back inside. Opened up a nice hole there for Huxtable to be able to pick up 13 yards there. And credit to Laco, that opening drive there of the half, they took off some good time off the clock. 4:30 to go here now in the third quarter, and the Panthers just getting the ball back.
Yeah, moving. Clock seems like it's moving quickly, right?
Are we moving?
I don't know. It's a good question.
37. I think we are into a moving clock already. That might be the reason.
All right, Sammy, though, huh? Running that ball in the jet sweep, right?
Yeah, good pickup. About 8 on the play there.
Yeah, he catches the screen pass one side of the field, comes back, jet sweep the other, and got something going here for the Panthers. Feel like a little momentum now maybe, and it would be huge for the Panthers to get a touchdown on the board, right, Joseph? Get a little confidence going, a little momentum.
Yeah.
This game's probably out of reach, right? But, you know, you're looking for things to take with you.
This week and next week, you're looking for things that you can take with you into the Southwest Conference that you can use to beat teams like North Medford, South Eugene,
Grants Pass,
and
yeah,
and such that aren't necessarily on the level of Willamette and Lake Oswego, and
the Salem schools.
Give yourself a chance to possibly make it into that top 16 this year.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been there the last couple of years playing in that kind of the consolation bracket.
They were calling it the Columbia Cup, but they've changed that, and I forget exactly what they're calling it now.
I think they're going back to the Columbia Cup this year. So it's the Columbia Cup, then they call it the state championship.
Yeah.
Which we knew it wasn't the state championship.
Then it was the Open State Championship.
It's the Columbia Cup, I think, again this year. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I read somewhere that they're going back to that.
Is that LaFay down on the ground? I hope not.
Can we get a close-up on that?
I don't see him in the huddle.
Oh, is it a cramp? Might look like a cramp, maybe.
Is the leg up?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully that's what it is. Usually you see that leg come up, and that's what it is. So it's early in the season, getting some high usage. It's been hot down here in the Rogue Valley, so practices have been hot, and we started this game at probably close to 90.
Absolutely.
80-something degrees when we started the ball game.
Well, not only that, but some of these days, like you said, Joseph, been so hot that you have to go indoors.
Yeah.
So I know because we have to go by the OSAA regulations, so the second and third grade football team that I coach, we missed 3 days of practice because we don't have like a gym to go and practice in,
Right.
These high school kids, they're getting off to a really quick start with a 0-week game like this against Lake Oswego. They have to go in the gym when it's over 105, and I think we've had 3 or 4 days like that in the past 2 or 3 weeks. So you miss days like that, those start adding up because you don't have that many days to really prepare.
Right.
So you do your best, but yeah, we've had to deal with some heat down here. No surprise as we kind of understand the climate, right, being from here. But
so how does that work with the heat? 105, you got to go inside for practice. When it comes to game time, I know we play late, but would they push games back due to that?
Yeah, and especially if we were on turf.
I know that's something that we deal with soccer.
Yeah, the heat index, yeah.
They don't push the games back at all, but they do give them that extra 10-minute break there in the game because some of those games, they start at 4 o'clock rather than 7 o'clock. And so this time of the year, soccer can be tough.
I know the OSAA, once it gets over 100 degrees, they don't want you to practice or play on turf. They want you to move to grass or natural surface because the turf, intensifies the heat. And then once you reach that 105 barrier, the heat index, they don't want you to be outside at all. So it's not like the old days where you got 5 hours of daily doubles and it doesn't matter how hot it is, get through it and no water breaks. No, the OSAA is very cognizant and aware.
Brown to pass, and it's picked off. Cameron Elijah stepping in front of that one, intended for Baines. And he just read that one really well. Looked like Baines maybe had a step on him there. And that pass just didn't have a whole lot on it either. Baines able to, Elijah, who was that?
Yeah, that was Elijah Baines on the
Baines.
from South. Yeah.
Well,
on the pick, that was number 12. That was Cameron Elijah. Same Elijah, right?
Little confusing there. Yeah, Cameron Elijah just stepping in front of that one, coming up with the pick, and good field position here for Laco, and here it is. I was wondering when we'd see it, and the starters are out of the ball game for the Lakers. Running the helm now is number 16, Ryder Lem. Junior quarterback. Throws it to Robbie Durbin. And it's good for a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, and, I think it was Lake Oswego's JV won by quite a bit tonight, too, against the South Medford JV. So a lot of those the program at Lake Oswego, my point being this, very, very deep. Talked to Coach Corey about that before the game. They got guys everywhere, 3-4 deep. So you're not going to see much fall off with this next group, right?
1:37 to go here in the third quarter. Handoff goes to number 18, Oscar Togney.
Yeah,
Togney?
Or
could be Tony. G could be maybe silent there.
Could be.
Apologies to the family if you're listening and we don't get that correct.
Call him the Big O, huh? Yeah. Oscar?
Face mask on the Panthers.
So they still differentiate at the high school level between the 5-yard face mask and the 15 because they just marched it off 5 yards.
And it remains second down. So it'll be now second. No, you get the automatic first down. I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the automatic first down.
He held up the horn sign, like the 2.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Is he going to move it back to second down? The official made him put up first, but then it'd be 1st and 1.
It might be 1st and 1 if it's repeat the down, but. Oh, this guy's changing it now.
What do we got going on here?
Who's on first?
Don't know, but who's on third?
Yeah.
I think it is third down, yes. As the clock strikes 0 on the third quarter, Laco 40, South Medford 3. It'll be 3rd and 2 when we come back after this quick break and a word from some of our sponsors. You're listening to South Medford Panthers football on TableRockSports.net.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, 1 giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary bacon cheddar pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbeys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
We welcome you back. It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. It's Ryder Lem leading.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, 1 giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary bacon cheddar pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed.
So 4th and 6. Lem out of the shotgun. Steps up into the pocket, finds a hole. He's off to the races. And it's going to be right about the first down marker. I think he's got it by a yard. He does. Pickup of 7 after all that.
Good scramble there by the backup, Ryder Lem. Able to pick up the first down, like you said, Joseph. But another huge hit by Sammy boy. Sammy Huxtable just comes up and lays the wood on him there.
He's been all over the place tonight on offense and on defense.
My guys are down there waving across the way.
They down there on the sideline?
Walking on the track on the corner.
I see them. They're over there.
There you go.
All that, and it's going to be no gain back to the line of scrimmage. And we got a player down. Looks like another cramp down there on the field.
Yeah, they got multiple guys now with cramps. You can see on the sideline a couple kids being worked on. Now they got another one on the field, so they got to get another trainer out there to help with the cramps.
Oh, they got one, yeah. One down on the far sideline. And
they got like a MASH unit or something going on here.
Guys cramping up left and right. Folks, check out the new sports voice here in Southern Oregon. The Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming live at the acesportsradio.com. 5 live NFL games per week, along with NCAA and SOU football action. Weekdays, it's the Rich Eisen Show. Our weekday local show, Tee It Up Southern Oregon with Joe Brett and then John Canzano's Bald-Faced Truth. It's the Ace Sports Radio, the new sports voice in Southern Oregon. A nice, refreshing sports choice on the radio to be able to listen to outside of the normal programming that we've had down here in Southern Oregon. You know,
yeah,
Pops,
local radio, man.
Pops with his retirement project, having fun doing that, keeping local live sports active here in Southern Oregon, keeping us all informed with all the guys that have been, you know, in the Rogue Valley and so on, what they're doing in college, in the pros. You know, we got the Woo Watch on there and
Absolutely.
different exciting things that we got to keep up on all these guys that have come through all these different high schools that we cover. It's a pretty cool thing to get to listen to, and then, you know, some different stuff with that sports betting stuff and all the different things that you get on there. You're getting all the numbers and all the angles for all the action in the college sports and in the professional games. So check out that new sports voice, the Ace Sports Radio.
Well, I tell you what, Joseph, I just jump in there. Joe Brett, legend, first off, your dad. What he's done for the Valley with that, you know, keeping local sports alive is, you can't say enough about it. It's unbelievable. It's awesome. It's fantastic. What a great job he's done as the catalyst, not only for Table Rock Sports, but, you know, for Ace, the Ace, you know, Ace radio show. And, you know, kind of when the Mail Tribune, you know, lost the kind of its, we lost the Mail Tribune, we kind of lost that voice. It felt like, you know, obviously the Rogue Valley Times is coming along. Chris Henry's doing a great job with that, but Joe Brett has really kept local sports alive in the Valley. So, Joe, our hats off to you, man. You guys should tune in and listen because it's awesome programming, and it's interesting, and they have a great take on things, and it's top of the line, first class all the way. So, hats off to Joe Brett and his team. It's awesome to listen to.
32 down to a 22-yard pickup here on the pass from Ryder Lem. Lake Oswego knocking on the door again. But yeah, one of the coolest things of the Ace Sports Radio, getting to keep up with some of those guys that, have played at South North, Grants Pass, Ashland, SOU. They're moving on to bigger and better things. They call in, or they're doing weekly call-ins. Dylan Wu, we're getting to hear from him weekly and what he's doing on the PGA Tour. And, it's really cool to hear from all those guys after they've gone on and extended their careers in other places. You don't get that a lot of places. You don't get that from a lot of local sports radio stations. I don't feel like there's too many that really are out there that keep that community vibe going with the sports.
Well, and that's what this place is all about, right? That's what America's all about, right? A lot of it, those small towns, the things that keep them alive are the high school athletics. People love it, and the kids love it. I know that. You get a kid, get to be on a radio show. I remember just a little bit when I was in high school, get to do on a couple of those radio shows, or just get to, call in and, I felt like I was a celebrity, man.
Get to go down to the TV station, or
like, what's better than for a kid than that, and that keeps that alive, and big games come about, and people will be here because the Ace Sports Radio Network is doing such a great job promoting it. And I remember last year my dad got to be on, and he's a guy that coached in the Valley for a long time, so just a top-notch thing Joe Brett's got going. Doesn't surprise me at all. He is the voice of Medford sports, period, as far as I'm concerned. So keep it up, Joe. We love you, man.
Ryder Lem, handoff here on 2nd and 4, and it's going to be a loss. The ball comes loose. Looked like he was already down, and they're going to say he was down before the ball came out.
Oh, man, the Panthers could have used that one. Darn.
14-yard loss there for Laco. The baseball theme music comes back out.
That's My King.
The Oregon.
Did you see that? My King West.
My King West.
That running back in there for Lake Oswego. A couple kids from the Lake Oswego team told me they patented his name. It's the first My King West in the history of America. So they have he's a one of one, they said.
Man, you get some stats down there and some insight on the sideline as Lem breaks free, gets around the outside, still on his feet, out of bounds at the 5, but I think we're going to have a holding penalty, and this one's going to come back.
Uh-oh. A Panther player has his helmet off. I think that's Tony. Eric Tony, the senior linebacker, had his helmet off. What a great effort, though, by Ryder Lim, right?
Yeah.
Panthers had him tackled, stopped for a loss in the backfield. He was able to spin out of it, kind of Houdini'd, and make something out of nothing, but looks like it's coming back all for naught.
That turned it into positive 10 yards, but the holding penalty will bring it all the way back to the 24.
Dude, how pumped are you for the college football lineup tomorrow? You've been camping, though, so you might not even know about it.
I still keep up on it.
Texas, Ohio State, 9 a.m.?
That's going to be a pretty good football game, I tell you what.
Okay. Florida State, Alabama, 12:30. Gus Malzahn.
1.5-point spread?
Yeah. Gus Malzahn, the new offensive coordinator for Florida State, the guy who led Cam Newton in Auburn, Bo Nix when he was at Auburn. So that's going to be a fun one to watch, too.
6-yard loss here.
Is it LSU, Tennessee, too?
I give him
Sorry.
positive.
I'll let you keep going.
Oh, no, you're good. We're going to have a 2-yard loss. But, yeah, I go to the Alabama. I believe it's a 1.5 back to the Ace Sports Radio. Those Veasan guys come on after Joe Brett and tee it up Southern Oregon, and they give you everything you need to know. If you're a sports betting guy, you tune in there. And, I mean, those guys, the rate at which they are successful, you can't go wrong.
No.
I mean, those guys are hitting at like 75, 80% of everything that they lay down.
That's why
And they're giving you exactly what they're playing, what they're doing.
That's why
Good
they're
stuff.
on the radio, right? That's why they're getting paid to do that, right? I mean, hey, you could also flip a coin. You know, that might. I've been at that point before. You know, you can't find a win. You can't find a win, and you know, you have your son flip a coin for you and say, hey, let's go with it, and all of a sudden you get back on a roll. You know, you never know what could happen, but. No, it sounds like a lot of fun. I think the Panthers are taking over.
Yeah, Laco turns it over on downs.
And Alex Johnston, I think, is coming into the game, the sophomore quarterback for the Panthers. I always got my eye on quarterbacks, you know. I don't know why. But this kid can really sling it, man. I'm telling you.
I think I remember a day of someone playing the position.
Yeah. Well,
back when the Panthers still played against Eagle Point and Crater and
you keep showing up. And
Roseburg and Ashland.
Yeah, that's when Roseburg and Ashland was nobody wanted to play Roseburg and Ashland. That's when Thurm Bell and Jim Nagel had it going, man. And there was those two programs were 1 and 2 in the state, and nobody else was even close. Maybe Marshfield, you know. Back when the days were days. That was, you know. That was pre Y2K.
So we have 1:53 to go here. My scoreboard is wrong here. We are in the fourth quarter, by the way, people. 1:53 to go. We've had the running clock. That was only the Panthers' second rushing attempt of the second half. And that would make number 3 on the attempt by Bryce Sullivan. So it'll be third down now and 8 to go with 1:08 to go in the ball game. That holding penalty on the last drive by Laco. If they don't get that, I think they put up some more points on the board. Sullivan again on the rush here. Gets down to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, the big fella, Bryce.
And he's going to be a yard short. Pickup of 7. And we're down to the final 30 seconds here on opening night for South Medford. They're going to take a tough loss, but they played well. There's a lot to build on. They're going to have a tough one next week against Willamette. They're going to have a lot to build on out of that one. They're going to take some things they learned here tonight, take it to Willamette, and then they're going to take what they learned there and bring it to the Southwest Conference, and hopefully they make another good run in the Southwest Conference this season and into the postseason. It was exciting last year seeing them play all the way into the championship game of that Columbia Cup against North Medford. First ever playoff game between North and South. Happened to be a championship game. South just ended up just on the other side of that one that they wanted to be on. But just like that first game with them during the regular season, it was a terrific game as well.
I think overall, Lake Oswego, just my 2 cents there, Joseph, is Lake Oswego is very good, okay? Panthers have a lot of question marks going into the season. Lake Oswego, not so many, right? They're pretty sound in what they're trying to accomplish. I think the Panthers, obviously a lot of room for improvement. A lot of the improvement comes from between week 1 and week 2. So for Coach Bill Singler, it's not necessarily back to the drawing board. It's, try to find some things we did well. Let's correct the things we didn't do well. And let's move forward and move on with our season. Let's not let tonight hold us back, but let's use it as a springboard forward. And let's start getting better, come Sunday and practice next week.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for is to get better week after week. especially here in these early games, against some really tough opponents. You just got to take what you learn and move forward and just get better, keep building. And, the Panthers, they're going to have a good regular season in the Southwest Conference. They're going to win their fair share of football games. And I think they're going to end up probably right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, it's a tough schedule, man. You got West Salem, you got Sprague. I think
Sheldon.
North Salem's on there, Sheldon, North, Grants Pass, Willamette. So, I mean, you're playing it's not like you're not playing, Roseburg anymore, and they're down a little bit. You don't have any easy game out there or any game you can circle on that schedule as a win. So for the Panthers, it's we're just gonna back to work as on Sunday. I don't think anybody really gave them much of a chance to come into this game and beat or upend Lake Oswego, but you can use it as such and use it as an opportunity to get better and continue to look forward. So like Coach Singer I guarantee you'll hear him say this: we're not going backward, we're going forward. And so he'll hold his head high. His kids played hard tonight. They just ran into a big physical, very, very professional team. It seems, very talented, and they did a great job. So hats off to LO and Steve Corey and his staff and his kids. They really outclassed the Panthers tonight.
Yeah. We're going to go to the Know Your Role post-game show where we'll go over a few stats from tonight's game here in just a moment after we take a quick break. Visit travelmedford.org/knowyourrole and see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. And to learn about your sports ground where the West Coast comes to play, that is Medford. We'll recap scoring and look at some key stats all coming up on the Know Your Role post-game show where we are making sports fun again. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with those stats, and we will wrap things up as the Panthers look to week 2 against Willamette. Back right after this.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Since 1957, Southern Oregonians have made Lippert's their go-to choice for quality floor coverings. And the reason just might be our 5-diamond service. Southern Oregon's largest inventory of hardwood, waterproof vinyl, carpet, and tile. Experienced professional installation with a lifetime guarantee. Carpet One certified flooring consultants. Free in-home design service. Our beautiful guarantee with no questions asked on product and installation. 5 great reasons to make your next floor covering experience a great one at both Lippert's locations.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
16-yard.
We welcome you back here. It's the Southern Oregon, it's the Lithia Superstore game of the week. It is the Know Your Role post-game show. Visit travelmedford.org/knowyourrole to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. Lako takes it 40-3 tonight. We'll go over some touchdowns and some things we really liked from both teams here before we wrap it up.
Yeah, scoring summary there, Joseph. Sam Vidal got things started, 5-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Kurland. Then Kurland followed that up with a 43-yard touchdown scamper. The quarterback was able to get in.
But he lost the football there for a minute, too, and was able to corral it and still.
Yeah, kind of like a fumble-rooski almost to himself. Justin Craigwell then had a 6-yard scamper for a touchdown. That was followed by Mr. Ballman. Was that with the big play, number 4, right? Yeah, Jalen Ballman on the 68-yard touchdown, and ultimately followed by that was the safety, and then the 43-yard field goal by Hudson Jasperson, and then the 16-yard touchdown pass to start the second half to Josiah Agnamel. and the Panthers had a field goal sandwiched in there after a big play by Sammy Huxtable on a special teams play, able to get a ball out on a punt. So Panthers able to get on the board with just 3 tonight, unable to get in the end zone. But overall, I thought, they showed signs, Joseph. And, this is not anything to, hey, we're not trashing the season, we're not forgetting about it. I think they got things to build on moving forward. And I think that, Bill Singler will have his kids ready to play next week against Willamette.
Yeah. The line, offensively and defensively, they got their work cut out for them, especially with some of these teams that they're going to see this season. If they can get them to really mesh well, open up the run game for the Panthers, that'll open up the passing game for Brown and the receivers. You could see it tonight. Bill, he threw the ball more tonight than we saw almost the entire season last year. We've got 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 attempts or so. I mean, that's 3 games for Bill Singler normally. There's a lot of times where there was 4 attempts in the game, there was 5 attempts, there's 4 attempts. They didn't throw the ball a whole lot last year. And so you can see the faith he has in Brown to move the ball. So if the line can do its job and allow LaFay and company to really work the run game, it'll open up, I think, some of that passing for Brown. And I think that'll add a little bit more to what the Panthers had last year. So hopefully that comes together for them. And, I'm excited to see that passing game moving forward.
Yeah, they always say the biggest friend of the passing game is the run game, right? Complements each other so well. So you're exactly right, Joseph. They need that run game in order to get the pass game going. That offensive line, though, they've got one 6A varsity football game now under their belt, and it's probably the best defense they'll see all year.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can kind of use that as a motivation for the kids. Hey, we've seen the best. We know what it takes now. And we don't have to worry about playing them next week, although Willamette's a very good team. We just have to go out and continue to get better and grow and trust the process, buy in, be accountable to the program. And, Coach Larry Ferris, Jason Bauer down there, guys that are seasoned veterans as coaches in this program, are guiding those offensive line and defensive line players now for the Panthers. So really got to lean on them moving forward, and they're going to be a big part of this team one way or the other. So might as well get them to start figuring out, the system, and things will come together in time. But McConnell did show signs tonight back there at quarterback, being able to get the ball down the field. Elijah Baines looked good. Sammy Huxtable looked good.
Sammy looked really good offensively and and on special teams. I mean, he was all over the place tonight.
He was. He was, to me, he's probably played the best out of everybody on the field for the Panthers, and a welcome sight as he battled an injury all year last year.
Yeah, good to see him back. And as we mentioned, the Panthers, they've got Willamette next week, and pretty sure we'll have that call. I don't think I'm traveling up there next week, though.
They're here.
Are they here?
They're here, yeah.
Okay, so we're back here at home. I've been pretty busy lately, so I haven't had a chance to really look ahead, and I know just a jam-packed Table Rock sports schedule across the board in September. We got a lot of games, so tune in. A lot of soccer, a lot of football going on, volleyball across the board. So, we are home, away, home. So we'll have North Salem, South Salem. We're at North Salem after Willamette, then home against South Salem, the bye week, and then we're at Grants Pass, home against Sprague, away against Sheldon, home against West Salem, and then technically, we're home against North Medford to end of the year, but we are the away team this year.
And this, I don't think this has ever happened. North-South on October 31st, Halloween.
Halloween night.
Black and Blue Bowl, Halloween night edition.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Trick or treat, right?
Right? Yeah. I don't know if my kids will enjoy that because they're going to be out doing whatever, and Dad's going to be up here in the booth calling North-South football, but we'll make do.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and watching to this evening's broadcast. We'd like to thank South Medford High School Athletic Director Patrick Grady for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. on TableRockSports.net. And thank you to our officials for tonight's contest. A reminder, without them, there is no game. Officials are hard to come by these days. If you're interested in becoming one, go to osaa.org/officials. Find that blue button. Give it a click. Go out, help the kids do what they love most and get to play, because without the officials, there is no game. That is the new Know Your Role slogan. With no official, no game. So if you're ever interested, make a few extra dollars. You get to come out and be a part of it, something you probably enjoy and love as well. Get to help the kids keep doing what they love. Visit TableRockSports.net to see when our next live high school action is. I do know tomorrow Cascade Christian and Vail is on the network. That'll be a terrific football game between those two teams. Jim McCoy will be on the call. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, 40-3 Lake Oswego walks away with the victory. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer tonight is Joe Brett, with David Alvarez as always on camera for me. And thanks to Boomer Marshall for joining me in the booth tonight, getting his feet wet once again in the booth before he goes off and calls some games of his own for us on the Table Rock Sports Network. Gives me some great insight. It was great to have you, especially week one. Getting some good insight to what's going on with this South Medford team, just getting to listen to you and be able to take some of that forward into these next few calls and into the rest of the season. It's so valuable, and you, of course, you know everything about it, everything with South, and all the rich history of everything. I've been a part of it, but I don't carry a whole lot of the history with me through the years. Some of it slips through the cracks, and it's good to, get that refresher from time to time.
Well, thanks for having me, Joseph.
Yeah.
It really was a pleasure. It's great to be back, and thanks to the executive producer back at home, Joe Brett, and all the Table Rock Sports family. It really it's awesome to be back, and consider it a huge blessing. So thank you.
And with that, we'd like to say thanks for watching, and a good night from Spiegelberg Stadium, home of the South Medford Panthers, here in Medford, Oregon. Until next Friday, back here at home against Willamette, we'll see you then.